as it will be Vancouver to kick off. They'll attack section 107. That's where the hardcore Timbers supporters would normally be stationed to your left. The Timbers attacking the Multnomah Athletic Club. We're underway here with Pablo Bonilla sending it into Whitecap territory. Russell Tybert playing on that left-hand side and wearing the captain's armband.
Vancouver really needs to be tighter on his set plays.
Away goes Diego Valeri. The flag stayed down on the near side as Valeri running at Bikel, and Owusu stepped in the way and intercepted nicely. And it's just required a little bit more patience as Nerwinski tries to pick out Lucas Cavallini, who, remember, is on a yellow card warning, and that's a critical point to remember here at Deportes Tolima, just for one season. This is the first time since then that they've locked horns and joined teams, and Evan Bush will get this one back. Whitecaps very content to just keep possession here with Portland really putting on a whole lot of pressure, but the Whitecaps are camped out deep, and now they try to turn the other way through Bonilla. Of years ago when he was really the main man, and oftentimes playing against two big center backs, but he is really good at winning the ball in the air, and he kept the Whitecaps in possession. Dahomey trying to do the same now in the middle third, lost out to Diego Chara.
They're not caught out by that really good Timber transition if they do lose the ball.
Ali Adnan trying to skim it into Russell Tybert. Laris Mabiala into the chest of Bonilla. 3 NASL championships he's won, foiled by Marc Dos Santos' win with the Deltas in 2017. As Cavallini turns and doesn't miss by much on the left foot, held off his man, spun and fired left-footed, but it was well wide in the end. Not a bad effort though in minute 11.
Just missed on that chance.
That was a ball looking for Polo. He does keep it in play. It's in a dangerous area where Valeri loves to operate, and the Whitecaps got away with that, and Janio Bikel comes away with it. Only as far as Williamson. Diego Chara closed down quickly. Freddie Montero going to ground. That was a bit on the dangerous side, but no harm done, and the Whitecaps win and throw. 56-44 by Rui Diaz, who took it to the byline, hooked it back, and Michael Baldissimo just caught on the wrong side of the Uruguayan, but there Bikel read the danger and knew the danger man and snuffed it out right away. Freddie Montero into midfield, and Diego Chara, as usual, seems to be the first one there. Bonilla. Oh, and it's a good ball and a save from Evan Bush, and he needed to get his hands behind that. Lovely ball through, and the Timbers couldn't cash in, but that was a scare.
Terrific turn there from Bonilla, and he puts the ball into a spot that the Whitecaps have struggled with this year, in between Veselinovic and Nerwinski.
Smart play from Laris Mabiala on the second phase of the corner to stay in the hunt there, as that's over the top and picks out Lucas Cavallini, and he'll win the Whitecaps. Oh no, it took a double ricochet.
For the first 15 minutes here, the Whitecaps settling in. They're going to be careful in how they balance this game. They don't want to send too much forward and risk, but as they look on that out-of-town scoreboard, it's going to be impossible not to want to go for all three here tonight.
And he goes short to Polo. Bonilla took a touch, and a deflected shot will go into the breadbasket of Evan Bush. He didn't have much room for error there as Mora tried a deflected effort. And the Whitecaps will recycle. And you said it's Portland happy to camp out and force the Whitecaps to break them down. It isn't the most comfortable, but it's Jorge Villafana back in possession. And then right back again it goes. And this time it's Lucas Cavallini. He doesn't have a whole lot of support, Cavallini. Gets around his man and bumps straight into him for a goal kick, but nothing more. And then for Williamson, who credits the man on the ball right now for being a huge factor in how he's had his season play out. They call Diego Chara the Godfather in Portland because he helps so many of the newcomer. And if you don't think referees have a book on players either, you're sadly mistaken, because they know every single player and their tendencies before they come into games. They prepare just as much as the players themselves do.
Fans in the stands here, that's one of the things that really spurs this Timber team on over the years, it has. But to Montero on that chance there, just playing it a little long and straight to the goalkeeper.
Good challenge by Dahomey there, and the Whitecaps come up with it through Russell Tybert.
It's Portland, Seattle, and Sporting Kansas City really fighting now for that top spot.
Through the first quarter of the match and the first half of the first half, and the Whitecaps and Timbers scoreless. And the Whitecaps managing to survive the first 45 minutes with a very rotated squad against the Sounders, but it was relatively early that they lost their way. Cavallini thought he was held back, no foul, and he's not getting those decisions. In fact, the referees kept the whistle pretty much away from his lip for the most part. A little layoff into the penalty area as Mora tees it up for Valeri, and that shot was blocked. And then it comes out to Russell Teibert, who nudges it on for Lucas Cavallini. Like Lucas Cavallini, the Timbers won't want to miss two of the key players in that midfield. Just a little over the head of Dahome.
That's good cover from Russell Teibert. He had to with Ali Adnan caught forward.
Again, Polo and Williamson. Bonilla. Polo charging forward, but stepping up neatly was Godoy. Away goes Dahome. Top of the area, Cavallini got under it. It was a good ball, and he just had that little space to operate in at the edge of the penalty arc. Player in front of the back four, but he does so often start the attack as he does here. And it's Villafana, and it's a decent looking ball towards Valeri, and can the corner be saved? It cannot. The Whitecaps have to be conscientious here with their marking as Valeri hoists it into a decent looking area. And Jimmy Chara was hovering. Was a DC United Academy player before switching to the Maryland Terrapins, a great program in college soccer. As Villafana charges to the byline, tries to cut it back in a great area. Nobody was there, but now it's Diego Chara. Chara against Teibert to his left, and that's well wide. We haven't had a whole lot of stoppages, so I can't imagine there'll be lots of additional time tacked on at the end of this 45 minutes as Lucas Cavallini gets away, gets to the byline, sends it across over the head of Montero, only as far as Dahome, and that's charged down, and it was a critical block in the end. Rotated around quite a bit throughout the season as Adnan, left-footed in-swinger, high, looping back post, straight up in the air, danger not over. Godoy reels it in, a little layoff for Teibert in the back part of the penalty area, and up went Dahome, and he couldn't direct it on target. Williamson again to Jorge Villafana, looping ball back post, Valeri, great area, cleared away and into the head of Bikel, who just got it through to Owusu Adnan. Can he get there first? He can, makes a great move. Can the Whitecaps launch something late? Not a bad ball too. Here comes Cavallini, pokes it across, it's into Freddie Montero, up and off the goal line. What a late challenge that was, and now a Whitecap corner as Freddie Montero's header looped up, but it stayed in the air for an eternity. Andy Polo straight to the feet of Bikel. Valeri, Jimmy Chara lost out, and the Whitecaps with 30 seconds or so left to go will try to break the other way. Colorado will be here at Providence Park on Wednesday before a game at Houston Dynamo on Decision Day Sunday, which is not going to be easy. The Dynamo long out of it, but any flight that's over 2 hours on a game day has not been favorable to the team traveling.
And I think if you're a Whitecap supporter, you don't want to see that yellow. He's so integral to this team for next week's game.
Ali Adnan back post. Oh, and an effort by Freddie Montero as he looked to scissor the ball. It's sent right back into the danger area. Godoy is there, and then Montero called for the foul. Valeri re-signing. There he is now in the offseason after there was some confusion as to whether he would. Here comes Jimmy Chara. A nice little cut back, and it's on target, but straight at Evan Bush. And he's going to try it from here, and it's straight at the wall. Now, can they make something of the seconds here with everybody still forward? Russell Teibert getting around the corner on Andy Polo. Can he get the cross? And it's a good-looking cross, but Steve Clark well out to snatch it. Floated straight to the head of Veselinovic. Ooh, that wasn't a good clearance, though. And now the break is on the other way, and it's Jimmy Chara trying to cut it into the danger area, and it's falling through. Mora's shot is blocked, and that's good defending. And who was it again? I think it was Eric Godoy who put the block on.
That midfield for the Timbers hasn't been let down as much as you thought with Blanco out of it.
Owusu for Teibert. Early ball into the penalty area. The header half-third. Owusu couldn't get over it. Oh, that would have been something. Valeri. Nice ball. Mora. A little layoff. Jimmy Chara. Villafana. Good-looking ball for Chara, and it's in on the volley. Jimmy Chara had threatened earlier, but the cutback from Jorge Villafana finds the designated designated player, and now the Whitecaps are behind, and Evan Bush and company are going to have to find a goal.
He's down the right side initially, but it's good play from Valeri, as it so often is, to keep control and play in down that side. Jimmy Chara, who gets back on the end of this great ball in from Villafania. Evan Bush can't get down quick enough. It's a terrific team goal from the Timbers, playing from right to left and then back inside for that final finish from Chara. And now the Whitecaps with a lot to do to try to overturn this result. That will make up the mind, I think, for the manager.
Polo there, and now it's into Freddie Montero. Nice place to operate from as he hoists it in towards Lucas Cavallini. Just could not get enough snap on the header, though, and Steve Clark again grateful. And so the Whitecaps will have to be wary now as Jimmy Chara looking threatening once more. And there is Niezgoda at the edge of the penalty area. A little takeover, and then Polo's effort dragged it. And now Michael Baldissimo is to come in, and it will be Janio Bikel who will make way. Godoy, Dahome. Lovely ball. Picks out Adnan, and it's Cavallini on target. Great build-up. Adnan with a super ball fizzed in, and Lucas Cavallini got good contact. He's down in a heap, mind you. I have to say, it's a very good save from Clark to not just stop it, but to not spill it, as there were Whitecaps lurking in the form of Freddie Montero.
It's an excellent stop from Clark, in close, as it has to see it through a couple of bodies as well, but it's a left hand that gets down to stop it and then secure it.
He's closed down by Diego Chara, who's never afraid to get a little bite in on somebody. Freddie Montero picked out neatly by Dahome. His cross was charged down. Valeri kept it away from Veselinovic. Here's Villafania again. He set up the lone goal. Top of the area. Valeri guides it through. Niezgoda just could not get enough contact. Clever ball from Valeri. And the Timbers still have designs on top spot, as we see Flores chasing down. It's a good ball to the back post. Theo Bair has the header. Oh, and it just went wide. That's a decent chance for Theo Bair. Flores pulled back, and Baldissimo called for the foul. He'll be booked, and if he's booked, that means he will miss Sunday's game against the LA Galaxy. So Michael Baldissimo will play no part in that one, and I think he knows it.
Wanted to make sure that the Timber player didn't break away there.
Flores again to the byline. Diego Valeri driven, blocked. Danger not over. Appeals for offside, and now it's given. Did it take a double ricochet? It did.
Well, how is the ball taken inside the half when it was called offside?
That's the final whistle. And for the second time since the MLS is back tournament, the Portland Timbers eke out a 1-0 win against their Cascadian adversaries.